Hi guys, happy new year to everybody and welcome back to my boot reviews. Apologies for not having any videos or anything for quite a while. So basically for the last 9 weeks I've been out with an injury, so not been able to play and not been able to test any boots or anything like that. So it seemed a little bit pointless really doing sort of any videos. So I'm back. Hopefully I can get some more videos out to you guys so that I can give you some honest opinions and some reviews. A bit late to the party on this one. But basically I've got the Predator Accuracy Point 1. Obviously the laced version rather than the laceless version. So yeah, I've worn this boot now a couple of times. I have to say it's a pretty solid boot. You've got this 4 dots high definition grip thing here, and obviously you've got this lightweight hybrid touch upper. Obviously it's not leather, it's a synthetic material. So yeah, this boot, it's a pretty decent boot to be honest. Obviously this version's got the split sole rather than the solid sole plate. Even so, it's still quite heavy. It's 282 grams. I'm not really sure if that is right or my scales are playing up. I'm not really sure, but that comes in at 10 ounces, which seems rather heavy. So, yeah, I need to check that because that seems rather heavy for a boot. Yeah, it's not a bad boot. As I said, nearly 300 grams. That can't be right. So I think my scales may be on the way out. They are run by batteries, so apologies if that is slightly wrong. I'm sure you can obviously double check that somewhere on the old interweb, as they say. So yeah, I've worn this boot a couple of times. It's quite a nice boot to wear. I've worn it both on soft ground and on firm ground. Being AG, I didn't have any problems with it. It's a very wide boot, as you can see. Definitely, if you are wide-footed, which I'm not, I've got quite a narrow foot. This is a UK 9. I did try to go down to an 8.5, but that was just far too tight. So that's the reason why I went back to the 9. And as I said, it is quite wide, as you can see. So if you've got wide feet, definitely a good boot. If you haven't got particularly wide feet, I would say that yeah, just try this on. I don't know how much this is going to give. I've only worn it a couple of times, so I had to have it quite tight, which was fine, and it's comfortable. I wouldn't say it's not uncomfortable at all, but yeah, I just felt like my foot was floating a little bit in it. So yeah, just be wary of that. Obviously, it's got these rubber Predator elements on the top here. Now, this is obviously the older model. We've got a new version, which is obviously coming out very shortly. I've got to be honest, the new Predator with the fold over tongue, I'm all over that, man. That's back to my roots, man, with that one. So I will be getting that boot, and there will be a review of that one because I can't wait to get that. But going back to this one, yeah, it's obviously the older model now. You've got like a prime knit material to up here, and it comes around here. When it's on, this is very loose around the heel area. It's comfortable. There is some decent lockdown, but when you're running and moving, this is very loose around your sort of like socked area. So just obviously bear that in mind, that it's a bit loose here. I wouldn't say it's a sort of like bad at all, but obviously you can get it nice and tight, or I got it nice and tight. Would have preferred to have some of the runner's loop in it to make it a little bit tighter, but unfortunately can't. You've got obviously, as I say, you've got these rubber elements here, which obviously give you a super grippy, and there's more sort of like texture to this side. Didn't really see the benefit in that at all, to be perfectly honest. Didn't really do anything. Sole plate, as I said, is obviously some quite short studs there, so it's okay for AG. I found it fine on soft ground as well. So yeah, other than that, yeah, it's a solid boot. Obviously in the sale with the new ones coming out. So if you fancy a fairly decent Predator, you've got wide feet. As I said, check the weight because I think my scales are absolutely screwed. So I need to double check them. But yeah, by all means, I wouldn't say it's a bad boot by any stretch of the imagination. You can pick these up now in the sales, in the January sales, especially here in the UK. I'm sure you can get them everywhere else as well in the sales. It's a comfy boot. The rubber elements are really grippy. Didn't really give me a load of power, as what I would say when I was striking the ball. But yeah, all in all, a pretty solid boot. It's good to be back and doing some reviews. Hopefully I'll have some more coming soon. If you've got any boots, obviously you want me to review, just let me know. And I'm definitely all over that new Pred when it comes, that's for sure. Have a good day, guys. I'll speak to you soon. If you've got any questions, just let me know.